With a $500 price gap between them, these two laptops hide a difference you'll only spot if you look closely. You're choosing between the MacBook Air's Apple M4 with 10 cores and the Zenbook's Snapdragon X with 8 cores. The MacBook Air lists a 4.46 GHz base frequency and 3 nanometer process, while the Zenbook shows 3.0 GHz and 4 nanometers. Despite the numbers, the MacBook Air handles heavier multitasking and editing more smoothly in real-world use. Every benchmark here shows the MacBook Air pulling ahead, with both single-core and multi-core tests making the difference clear. You're choosing between the Apple M4 GPU in the MacBook Air and the Adreno X1-45 in the Zenbook, both integrated designs. On paper, the MacBook Air claims 3.8 teraflops while the Zenbook lists 1.7 teraflops, but these numbers aren't directly comparable. Actual gaming or creative performance will depend on software optimization, drivers, and which apps you rely on most. A 16-inch OLED panel on the Zenbook means movies and photos appear larger and colors pop more vividly. Its 2880 by 1800 resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate also give you sharper detail and smoother scrolling than the MacBook Air. If you care about immersive visuals for work or streaming, the Zenbook's display changes how everything looks and feels. Neither MacBook Air nor Zenbook gives you an edge for brightness, both rated at 500 nits, and neither has a touchscreen. HDR support differs. MacBook Air offers Dolby Vision, Zenbook uses HDR10, but both deliver strong highlights for movies. Both use a glossy screen coating, so expect similar reflections in sunlight or under bright lights. Pixel density is 225 pixels per inch for MacBook Air and 212 pixels per inch for Zenbook, but the difference is subtle enough that you won't notice it in daily use. Zenbook gives you a 70 watt-hour battery, while MacBook Air offers 53.8 watt-hours, so you spend less time worrying about running out of power during a long day away from outlets. Charging speeds are 30, 35, or 70 watts for MacBook Air, and 68 or 130 watts for Zenbook, so topping up is much faster on Zenbook if you need a quick boost. Both use USB-C for charging, so your existing cables and chargers will work with either one. Both offer 16 GB of RAM as standard, using LPDDR5X memory at this price, so multitasking feels equally smooth. Neither the MacBook Air nor the Zenbook lets you upgrade the memory after purchase. There is no difference between them for memory in the base configuration. You get 256 GB of storage as standard on the MacBook Air, while the Zenbook ships with 512 GB at this price, and both use M.2 SSDs with NVMe support. The Zenbook also lets you upgrade storage after purchase, unlike the MacBook Air, which is fixed once you buy it. That means you can keep more files locally from day one and expand later if your needs grow. At 1.24 kilograms for MacBook Air and 1.2 kilograms for Zenbook, the weight difference is too slight to affect your daily carry. The MacBook Air is much thinner at 11.3 millimeters compared to Zenbook's 16.6 millimeters, making it easier to slip into any bag. Both use aluminum for the build, so you get the same premium material either way. Choosing Zenbook gives you Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, but you won't notice a difference day to day. Both laptops offer 2 USB 4.0 ports, so you can connect your devices without worrying about compatibility. Thunderbolt 4 support is present on both, letting you hook up fast storage or displays with no extra dongles. An audio jack is included on each, so you can use wired headphones or speakers whenever you want. Both offer a backlit island keyboard, but Zenbook's 1.3 millimeters of key travel means your fingers get more cushion with each press. Neither includes a numpad, and both have a 1080p FHD webcam for video calls or meetings. Only MacBook Air gives you a fingerprint sensor, so Zenbook skips that quick login convenience. If you type for hours, Zenbook's deeper keys can make long sessions feel less fatiguing, which matters most here. Choosing Zenbook means you get 3 CPU options instead of 1, and RAM choices of 16 GB, 32 GB, or 48 GB versus 16 GB, 24 GB, or 32 GB on MacBook Air. For storage, MacBook Air offers 256 GB, 512 GB, or 2 TB, while Zenbook gives you 512 GB, 1 TB, or 2 terabytes, so Zenbook simply lets you tailor the machine more closely to your needs at checkout. At $1,199 versus $1,699, that's a $500 difference. The MacBook Air is less expensive, while the Zenbook's higher price covers stronger battery, display, and storage categories. The MacBook Air comes in black, silver, and blue, the Zenbook in gray and brown. Both prices are in the description. MacBook Air is for anyone who wants the fastest performance and best design at a lower price, especially if you value a lightweight build and need a laptop that just works out of the box. Power users who want a larger, higher resolution OLED screen or longer battery life should skip it. The one reason to hesitate: you get only 256 gigabytes of storage at this price, which limits how much you can keep on the device. Zenbook is for anyone who wants a large, sharp OLED screen with higher 2880 by 1800 resolution, longer battery life, more storage at 512 gigabytes, plus upgradability, and a wider range of CPU and storage configurations. Skip it if you want the best performance or a more refined design. You pay $500 more and give up raw speed for it. Which would you pick, the MacBook Air or the Zenbook, and why? Drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to Computer Matrix for more honest laptop comparisons.